Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Come on, Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
Good evening, Jefferson County. Welcome to Home Team Sports TV broadcast at the beautiful Patriots Field in Charlestown, West Virginia. We are airing the Washington Patriots homecoming game versus the Preston Knights. My name is Neil Powell. I'll be your host today, and I'm joined here with Jaden Yates as our co-host. He's the starting quarterback at the St. James Saints. Today's title sponsor is Catro Law, and we have a host of new sponsors and returning sponsors that are very appreciative of. VWF Post 3325, offering a college scholarship if you win the essay contest. Topic of the essay is, why is a military veteran important? HG's Barbecue Soul Food and Catering. Football season is here. Instead of handling the tailgate yourself, let HG's Barbecue Soul Food and Catering do the work. We are currently running game day specials. Book today at 816-438-1101. Neil Powell at Down Home Insurance. Stay in the game with Neil for all of your insurance needs. 202-431-0001. 6896. We have Quintez McDonald Gibson with Integrity Home Mortgage. We have Quality Lawn Care at 443-240-8498. L&L Handyman Services, their number is 304-820-2137. We have Money Mar Training at 304-671-5550. Catro Law again at 304-579-1211. Miss Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty. Shelton Tree Service. Our Handyman Service at 681-283-0299. Our halftime show sponsor is myself, Neil Powell, with Down Home Insurance. Our post-game show and player of the game sponsor is Chris Page Quality Lawn Care. And we are here getting ready for the band to start our national anthem, I believe. Right now we're waiting for the teams to come in. We have the homecoming game, as we mentioned earlier, for the Washington Patriots. They are sitting the season at 1-5. Knights are at 0-6. Both teams are trying to find to get on path. And here comes the Patriots entering the field now. Patriots have their starting offense. Brock Meadows, number 36, tight end. Jaden McCartney, number 70, offensive line. Stephen Naputi, 53, O-line. Jonathan Brewster, 65, O-line. Kojo Osafu-Mensah, 66, O-line. Zach Wharton, 76, O-line. Camden Pritt, 32, running back. Garrett Fauble, number 4, running back. Chase Crutchley, 41, running back. Jojo Vrobel, 14, running back. And Israel Lawrence, number 5, tight end. And we are going to start our national anthem now. All right, welcome back. We are broadcasting live once again from the beautiful Charlestown for the Washington Patriots homecoming game. I'm joined here with Jaden Yates, the starting quarterback for the St. James Saints. How are you doing tonight, Jaden?
Good, how are you?
Oh, man, I can't complain. It's a beautiful night, beautiful football weather.
Beautiful.
Excited to see this game. It's going to be a battle of two different styles of offense. Washington Patriots run the single wing, which was instrumented by Mr. Pop Warner himself back in the early 1900s. And it's a smash mouth, run it down your throat style of offense, where they try to gobble up their share of the clock and keep the ball out of the opposing team's offensive hands. And the Knights, they're actually coming out in what looks to be a spread style of offense, which is with what I know you're familiar with because you run that at St. James.
Yes, sir.
And that's also with what I'm familiar with as well, and looking to see who can impose their will on each other tonight.
Should be a good matchup here.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. I know Coach Simpson is the head coach for our Washington Patriots, and he has quite a few assistant coaches on staff, Coach Wes Eddy, Dusty Hogben, Jerry Ledbetter, and Ron Bradbury, to name a few. And know that they're all trying to get their boys back on track so they can try to finish up the season, continuing on their winning streak. We are in the process of getting the coin toss going. We'll be able to determine who's going to come out with the ball first. Are you a speaking captain for St. James?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Does your coach tell the speaking captain what to call, heads or tails?
Yeah, we usually like to defer to the second half.
Defer to the second half?
Get the ball in the second half, yeah.
Does he let the speaking captain choose heads or tails when they flip the coin?
Yeah,
He
captain
lets
has
him
a
choose?
choice, yes.
Yeah. I mean, do you tell him tails never fails?
He has been picking tails recently. He's been losing. So actually,
He's been losing?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
He switched the heads last game. We won the toss first time.
And you guys choose to defer?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams do that. They want to get that ball in the second half.
Yeah, I think that's better.
My old high school football coach always told me the two most important drives of the game are how you start and how you finish. All right, Washington is going to receive the ball to start the first half of the game. Yeah, so my high school football coach would say the first half and the start of the second half are the two most important drives. So depending on whether you're on offense or defense, you either want to stop or score.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
It's going to help set the tone. All right. We are waiting to see who's going to be deep for the Washington football team on their return. A lot of energy tonight, being homecoming. Have you guys had your homecoming yet at St. James?
We actually don't have homecoming.
No homecomings?
No homecoming.
Okay. Hey, well, this will be a first for everybody. All right, looks like we have number 14 deep, Mr. JoJo Vrobel himself. We also have number 3, Rodrigo Delgado, and appears to be number 27, Trayvon Ledbetter, the freshman.
Freshman, yeah.
See what young Ledbetter can do tonight. I heard the conversation with Coach Simpson earlier this week where he said he was very high on young Trayvon, and he believes he's going to have a heck of a game tonight. So excited to see what he can do.
Yeah, I played Trayvon a couple times back in middle school. He's a really good player.
He's an athlete, right?
He's an athlete.
He was at, Charlestown when you were at
yes,
Wildwood?
sir. Wildwood, yes, sir.
Yeah, it's fantastic rivalries between the counties.
Yeah.
All the local middle schools out here in Jefferson County put out phenomenal football talent. I mean, Wildwood, Charlestown, Harpers Ferry, and Shepherdstown.
Everywhere.
Just great coaching, great group of talent pool, and all those kids, too, coming up over the next handful of years.
Yeah.
Loads of talent pouring into Jefferson County. Very excited for the county.
Very.
All right, Preston Knights are walking to kick off. They just got the whistle. And let's see what happens here in the opening kickoff. All right, kick is high and short. Fielded by Rodrigo Delgado. He has a sideline, and he steps out of bounds at the 40. Solid return. Field position is utterly important whenever you're on offense.
Very.
Starting in a good spot of the field, close to midfield as you can.
Yeah, kickoff sets the tone.
Absolutely. Definitely helps your team get to the good spot, put you in scoring position early. Washington comes out in their standard single wing right offense. Hard to see who's the quarterback / running back in the backfield. Looks like we have a toss out to JoJo Vrobel. He's looking for a seam. Gets face masked. Tackled at the 50, face mask, and looks like we'll be adding on 15 to the end of that run. So Washington will utilize a lot of misdirection with the football. That ball was put into what's called the sniffer back, who's the guy who's directly behind the right guard, and that young man turned and pitched it to number 14, who's the quarterback.
A little bit tricky
for the sweep. Yeah, it's tough. You really have to have good gap discipline and keep at your job whenever you're playing against a single wing football team.
Yeah,
they're going to stress you.
We played against a wing T one of the first weeks, and we had a little bit of trouble defending it. Just everyone staying home. It's hard.
We have a counter left. Good hard run, about 6 or 7. Yeah, in any of those T teams, so those wing T, single wings, any of those guys, they are difficult to defend. You really have to prep and game plan. I will say the one good thing for the Knights is that they did play Bridgeport earlier this year, and they've been running the single wing since my grandpa played football there. Shout out to my grandpa. We do have a spread receiver and good hard running. Looks like we had Mr. Chase Crutchley with the first down there. Good hard run by number 41 down on the right side of the offense. And their specialty in the single wing is power, sweep, counter.
Yep.
Absolutely love to run those plays, and they will split their tight ends out in a nasty split. They'll keep them up tight, and they'll play around with different adjustments. Just try to put pressure on that defense.
Yeah, get them on their toes.
Absolutely. All right, looks like we have a power left with the quarterback, JoJo Vrobel.
Vrobel with the keeper, tackled by number 33 for Preston.
Another good hard run of about 3 yards. And that's what the single wing loves to do. They just want to keep pounding that rock, chewing up the clock, making it keeping the other team's offense off of the field. Looks like the Knights are still trying to struggle to find their footing and getting into a good alignment against that. Oh, we got a pass.
Open receiver.
Oh, almost connected with the tight end. Almost connected with the tight end on that play. And that's another thing. Single wing will lull you to sleep with all their runs and then try to pop one like that, throwing it right into the end zone. But a lot of times when you're facing this unbalanced offensive line like this, you need to adjust where your linemen line up at so you're not leaving too many gaps.
Right.
And it looks like that's what the Knights are struggling with a little bit, and Washington is picking on where they're finding those gaps. It's another good hard run by Crutchley, number 41. Looks like we are 4th and 2. Fourth and 2, ball's on the 12, marching into the end zone. Let's see what the Patriots dial up here and if the Knights have an answer for them to get their defense off of the field. All right, number 14 had to come off the field. Maybe had an equipment violation. Looks like he cannot wear his wristband on his belt. So we have Rodrigo Delgado stepping in at the quarterback position, number 3. And false start. And that's what can definitely deflate a team, having false start penalties, any type of bad snaps, holdings when you're down in the red zone.
Yeah, especially short distance.
Absolutely. And we really want to, whenever you're on offense, you really try to make sure that you protect your team and get those first downs or touchdowns when you have an opportunity. Now it looks like Patriots are going to kick a field goal. About a 35-yard field goal. Oh, had the Knights jump off sides. That might change things. Now we're back into 4th and 2 territory. We might see the Washington offense come back out onto the football field to go for this. And that looks like exactly with what's happening. Washington's offense is marching back out onto the football field, and they feel like they can get these 2 yards. Shout out to the Yates family, bringing young Jaden out here to help announce today. Oh, we have a close one, guys. Just had Rodrigo run the ball on 4th and 2. Referees are marching out to figure out if they had a first down or not. It's very close. We might have a measurement.
Preston.
Oh, wow. They signaled that they were short. What a hold right there for the Preston Knights. That's how you can flip the momentum on a team right there. You know, you get them a little bit frustrated, a little bit down on themselves, and now it's up to Washington to come out here and try to stop something with their big defense.
Yeah, it's all about how you respond back on defense.
Absolutely. Washington is running a 3-3-5 defense, the old WVU defense. Preston comes out in 2-by-2 in pistol formation. We get a snap and a throw on the first play. Throw the slant route to number 3, and he's tackled immediately
Big hit
by number 7 on Washington football team. A heck of a tackle, heck of a catch. Good play all the way around. DJ Smith made that tackle. Good tackle, DJ. I know when you're playing quarterback, you try to put the ball in a place where you don't get your receiver hung out to dry, right?
Yeah, especially with those slants across the middle. You know, he's always playing big linebackers.
Yeah, you got to hit that front window instead of that second window. It's a little bit tricky.
Yes, it can be hard sometimes.
All right, we had an incomplete on the 2nd and short by the Knights. Looked like there was a miscommunication between the quarterback and the intended receiver. I did not see anybody in the flat where he threw the ball to. We'll see if the Knights can convert this long 1 yard. It says 2 on the scoreboard, but that's a long 1.
That's a long one.
The Knights have not run the ball yet.
It's like a read option.
Yeah, it looks like a read option, and quarterback chose to pull.
It's the first down.
Way to move the chains. Have their number 8. Number 8, Dylan Taylor. He is a junior quarterback. He also plays receiver and cornerback, and he was able to convert that first down on a nice read option. All right, the Knights are coming back out. Looks like they're staying in this 2-by-2 pistol set. And when I say pistol, that just means that the tailback is directly behind the quarterback. All right, threw the ball out to number 2 on the flats, and it was broken up by number 43. Mr. Grant Clark with the breakup. Knights come out in their 2-by-2 set again. It's 2 receivers on each side, and it's an empty set. They actually have a offline tight end. Ran a jet motion sweep. Number 20 is rolling. He's crossing the 50, down to the 40, the 30, the 20. He could go all the touchdown, Knights. Number 20, William Schmidl. Freshman, I apologize. Number 20, Riley Land, junior, with the jet sweep touchdown down the right sideline of the Washington Patriots. Do you guys run any jet sweeps?
Yeah,
with
we have some quick receivers. We run a lot of jet sweeps, just even if it's not to the receiver, just to get the defenders moving around guessing.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's always hard for a defense. You have to make that adjustment. If you're in man, you got to scream across and follow. If you're in zone,
Right.
you have to shift and bump, and you have to figure out who's picking up the jet.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And if you can get hands on that defensive end and then to that first outside linebacker, usually it's off to the races.
Yeah, you have a lot of room after that.
Absolutely. All right, well, that's a heck of an answer by the Knights, stopping the Washington Patriots inside of their red zone, answering with a quick score touchdown. We have 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and the Preston Knights are up 7-0. All right, it looks like we have a lot more fans coming into the stands now here for homecoming. Always an exciting time for the students and the parents. And Friday Night Lights in West Virginia, there's not a lot better than this tonight.
Can't beat it.
All right, very good kickoff. And it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback. Washington Patriots will start with the ball on the 20-yard line. All right, so Washington did a great job moving the ball down the field on their first possession. They should stick with the program, continue to feed the ball to their running backs and quarterbacks, chew up that clock a little bit, and get into the end zone and knot this game up. A lot of times with what you'll see happen is that you have coaches or play callers, they start to get nervous and start to overcompensate.
Yeah.
And they start to do things that they're not used to doing.
Right.
But
Change up the
it's
game plan.
very early in the game, stay the course, and I think Washington should be able to answer here. All right, we had a good hard run on the first carry for 5 yards by Rodrigo Delgado. He was one of the spotlight players that Coach Simpson had talked about in his leading up to interview for this week. Rodrigo is a heck of an athlete. He's only a junior. Stands at 5'10", 180 pounds. I got to see Rodrigo when he was a freshman. He's incredibly talented.
He is.
Runs hard, can catch well, does anything you ask of him to do. He's definitely a joy to watch. Looks like we have a counter reverse. Only a 2-yard run there on the counter reverse. That handoff was to Camden Pritz. But with having so many running backs, you have, 4 running backs and 2 tight ends. Then you got a stable of kids who can come in off of the sideline and run the ball too. It's a lot of talent out here on this Washington football team.
Very versatile as well. They have some big running backs, some speed. They have everything.
Absolutely. Number 2 taking a power run to the right. Good hard run there. Number 2, Dominic DiGnazio. Good run, Dominic.
I actually played with Dominic back on my travel team.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, a couple years ago.
Was that the Winchester Wolfpack?
Wolfpack, yes, sir.
Shout out to the Winchester Wolfpack. Put together a solid program of young men for years and years and years coming out of the Winchester, Virginia area. Had a great opportunity to watch a lot of young football players come through there that are now playing underneath of the Friday Night Lights.
Very good coaches, very good people over there.
Absolutely. All right, we had a Washington try to throw the ball here, made it look like a quarterback keep dive, and then backed out to throw, but was not able to link up with the receiver into the flats. Did you have a favorite coach on the Wolfpack when you were there? Putting you on the spot.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I had a favorite, but I love them all.
Yeah, they're all great guys.
All, yeah.
All right, we have a little backfield counter to number 3, Rodrigo Delgado. Good hard run for about 5 yards. Be 3rd and 4 on the 41-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, they're going around for a 50-50 tonight. This is 50-50.
All right, we want to shout out our sponsors, HG's Barbecue Soul Food and Catering. Neil Powell at Down Home Insurance. Stay in the game with Neil for all your insurance needs. Quintez McDonald Gibson with Integrity Home Mortgage. Quality Lawn Care. L&L Handyman Services. And back to another big run again by Rodrigo Delgado. Picked up about 8 yards on that carry and a first down for your Washington Patriots. Sitting on the 49-yard line. About ready to cross over halfway. All right, we also, our sponsors, we want to thank Money Mar Training, Catro Law, Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty, Shelton Tree Services, Our Handyman Service, and thank you all for your sponsorship and continued support for Jefferson County and all of the local youth and high school athletes. Thank you all. First down. We have number 2 taking the ball on a quarterback sweep to the right. Picks up about 5 yards as he gets pushed out of bounds. And we got laundry on the field. We'll wait to see what that call is. Looks like it might be against the Patriots for a late block. Holding against the Patriots. Believe number, was it 65, I believe?
I believe so.
It's going to take him back to the 40-yard line. And it'll be 2nd and long. We got, it's like 2nd and about 19, almost 20. That was always the tough thing for me, was holding being a spot foul. And if you're holding behind the line of scrimmage, just absolutely crushes you.
Yeah.
Now it's twice as hard when you're a running football team to try to get back in front of the sticks.
Yeah.
So now we're playing behind 2 sticks. 14 Jojo Vrobel trying to get to the left outside, but was pushed out of bounds by number 27 on the Knights, Ethan Harper. Now we're facing 3rd and about 20. Maybe 21. And once again, running football team, it's hard to get back out in front of the sticks. So now we're just trying to find a play where we can get some yards back and get out of here without any damage.
Yeah.
All right, looks like Washington is going to a spread. 3 receivers to the right. Oh, fumble on the snap. Number 14, Jojo Vrobel, jumps on the ball at about the 24-yard line. And it looks like the Patriots will be punting. The punter for tonight on Washington football team is Kojo Osafo Mensah, number 66. He's also an offensive lineman. And that's impressive for a lineman to be able to kick the ball like that.
Yeah, I played against Kojo at Charlestown as well, and he has a foot.
Does he have a foot?
He can kick the ball.
Oh, man. It's always nice to see the big guys get in there and do stuff on special teams. All right, we have offsides by the Knights. That'll move Washington up 5 yards, give them a little bit better of an opportunity to try to pin the Knights deep. All right, we have number 8, Dylan Taylor, back deep for the Knights, awaiting the punt from Kojo. That's a great name, by the way.
Kojo, I like it.
Offensive lineman, and your name is Kojo. His dog. All right, ball's kicked out of bounds on the opposite 40. And looks like the Knights will start with pretty good field position. And we'll see if the Washington Patriots can stand up and get a stop here. Now, they do have a defense to be able to stop a pass-first offense.
Yeah.
That 3-3-5, that 3-3 stack that WVU runs, which is also the defense that Coach Wes Eddy calls, that's a very, very solid defense. Can send a lot of pressure because you got 6 guys in the box with those 3-3 stack, and should have 5 DBs flying around making plays on the ball.
Yeah.
Slightly different formation here for the Knights. We have double tight ends, and we got a handoff, power to the right. Good hard run for about 5 yards from number 27, Ethan Harper.
Warden on the tackle. Gain of 5 on the play. Second down.
I know one of the things that makes you dangerous, Jaden, when you're back there at quarterback, is that you can take off at any point.
Yeah, I like to run the ball a lot, use my feet. Plays break down, I just try and get out the pocket.
And that's a nightmare for defenses to try to figure out.
Yeah.
You know, you got all these athletes out on the side, and then you got a kid that can just take off and go at quarterback. Number 8 scrambling, calling for receivers to get open. He runs and gets hit out of bounds. Big hit by number 36, Brock Meadows. Big Brock, first time calling his name tonight. That young man is an athlete. Big, tall, fast, physical, soft hands as a tight end too. He can really do it all. I really enjoy watching Brock play football.
Yeah, he's an absolute unit.
Yeah, and his little brother Wyatt Meadows is coming up. He's in 8th grade right now at Charlestown Middle School. And looking forward to see that young man grace the football fields when he reaches the high school ranks next year. All right, looks like we had a holding play against the Knights, a holding call rather against the Knights, bringing them back here. We're second and about 17, 18. We got 2 sticks to get to. Knights come out in a 3-by-1, 3 receivers to the right, 1 solo receiver by himself, appears to be in man coverage by himself. And he's throwing it deep to number 3.
Looks like
Number 3 does not come back to the ball, but he gets pushed down by 38 Washington. That's a pass interference call against the Washington Patriots. Brandon Krause did not give number 3 an opportunity to come back to the ball and knocked him down en route.
Flag on the play. Pass interference. Patriots.
I would say that's probably one of the best things for you, too, making sure you have receivers that are protecting you,
Right.
coming back to the football,
Yeah.
and breaking up potential interceptions if they are thrown in error.
Yeah, that's a big thing with receivers, just like knowing that you have to come back to the ball.
Absolutely. All right, so it's a 15-yard penalty in high school for a pass interference. It is not an automatic first down, so we are 2nd and 4 on the 42. We have 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Let's see what the Knights can do to try to get a score before the quarter ends. Throw it to the flat. We got an interception by the Washington Patriots. The ball was tipped and intercepted.
Number 2, I believe.
Is it number 2?
Dominic.
Number 7. All right, DJ Smith, we believe, was in on the interception. If it was not DJ Smith, it was probably Dominic Dignazio, but they were both in the area. Great tip drill by the Washington Patriots. Way to be aggressive. And just like we were saying, that 3-3 stack defense really allows you to attack those routes whenever they're trying to throw the ball.
Yeah.
All right, 40 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see what these young men can do. We have a pass by JoJo Vrobel, throwing it right and deep, and knocked down by the Knights defense. Didn't look like the Knights were very fooled there. Looked like they expected a pass, and or they were just very good on their keys and running with those tight ends as they released downfield. All right, so when you go to football games, what's your favorite snack food to eat at football games?
Favorite snack food? I'm a big chocolate guy, so I'll probably say Reese's Cups.
Oh, yes.
Reese's Cups for
Had,
sure.
had some Reese's on the way in today. Shout out to my diet that's going out the window. Oh, we had a fumble. The Knights picked it up and recovered and returned it to the opposite 45-yard line. It was a good hard run by JoJo Vrobel. It looks like one of the Knights players put his helmet right on the football, popped it out, and they were able to recover. And that's sometimes how those bounces go. You know, whenever fumbles happen, they either bounce right back to you or they bounce to the other team, and that's, you know, unfortunate. Sometimes you can see that will continue throughout the course of the game, and that's just how the luck of the draw goes. All right, so Preston Knights are on the 46-yard line. I'm sorry. Yep, 46-yard line heading into the Patriot end zone. They're in 2-by-2 set in the pistol formation with the tailback directly behind the quarterback. It's a pass. Quarterback steps up into the pocket. He's running right. He's down to the 40, the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Good hard run by number 8, Dylan Taylor. Good hard run, Dylan. And that's just like with what we were talking about earlier. Quarterbacks that can extend the play, they can get out of the pocket, they are a nightmare to defend.
Yeah, Dylan's been doing a good job getting out the pocket.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. And that's one of the things you try to coach your young quarterbacks into. If you don't see that throw or it's not available, use your feet.
Yep.
Use what you were blessed with and get out there.
Yep, hear it all the time.
Right. All right, looks like we have a 2-by-2 formation, double dot tight ends, tailback, sidecar to the quarterback. We have a handoff to number 27. No gain on the run by Ethan Harper for the Knights.
First quarter coming to an end.
First quarter ending as Mr. Jaden Yates announced, and the field will be flipped going into the second quarter. All right, gentlemen, we are going to commercial break. Thank you, Jefferson County, for tuning in tonight. We'll be back right after.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
Welcome back as we start the second quarter. This is Neil Powell, co-host with Jaden Yates, the starting quarterback for our St. James Saints. Preston with the ball on the 30, marching in, 2nd and 10. Quarterback pull and read, and he was brought down fast by number 66, Kojo. Big dog. Now the Knights are facing a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. Let's see what they can come up with here to try to get back in front of the sticks. It's always hard. 3rd and long allows the defense to pin their ears back and get after it.
Yeah, you just got to make up some ground here.
Yeah. You bring 5-man pressure. keep your players back and force him into making a good throw.
Yeah.
Got trips to the right for the Knights. Quarterback drops back to throw. Throws it in a host of defenders. Ball was batted down, incomplete. Good defensive play by Washington Patriots. Now, it looks like the Knights might be in a position where they don't feel like they can kick a field goal and they don't feel like they should punt.
Yeah, just go for it here.
We'll see what they come up with. Thinking being 4th and 16, I would probably punt, and it looks like they are. Yeah. Knights are in the punt. We have JoJo Verbal deep for the return.
This could be crucial here if they pin him inside the 10.
Got a kick to the corner at about the 21 or 20. Be Patriots ball. Believe on the 21. Let's see where he marks it off after he's done walking. 23, 24, 25. All right, 25-yard line. Patriots ball, 1st and 10. All right, Patriots are still in the game. No reason to get nervous or worried. Tight football game like this. Just got to keep sticking to your game plan. Let's see what they come out to do to start their opening drive in the second quarter. It's like they're in their standard single wing formation, single wing right. We have a quarterback power right, and he is tackled after about a 2-yard gain, maybe 1. Good hard run by JoJo. A lot of times they're setting up one play, and trying to figure out where those defensive linemen are gapped at.
Yeah.
And depending on where those defensive linemen are gapped at, they're actually coached which person to pull. Sometimes they're pulling guards, sometimes they're pulling tackles, sometimes they're even pulling centers.
Wow.
It just depends on with what that defensive front is giving them.
Yeah, what tech they're in.
All right, we have a creep motion with 43. Oh, and he's tackled immediately in the backfield. Looks like they may have missed a block there on the defensive end for the Knights. And number 43 was brought down immediately in the backfield, Grant Clark. All right, looks like we have some receivers spread out for the Washington Patriots. We have 2-by-2, a little bit of a motion by number 43. Brock is running down the field and just overthrown. Brock Meadows was running down the seam, and he was just overthrown on that play. Could not link up.
Bringing up 4th down, probably going to punt in this situation.
Absolutely. No sense in trying to go for it here.
Yeah.
No reason to panic. All right, Washington is set to punt. We have number 20 deep to return, Riley Land. We'll see if we can get good coverage on this punt by Kojo. Heck of a kick by Kojo. Young man has a boot. It was fair caught at the 41-yard line. And the Preston Knights are going to bring their offense back out onto the football field. So did you expect for this to be a defensive battle to start the game?
I didn't really know what to expect, not knowing much about the Preston Knights. But now watching, I'm expecting it to be more defensive game.
Yeah. Now, I went back and looked at the Preston Knights record. Even though they are 0-6, they have put up some pretty good points against various good football teams throughout the state of West Virginia.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit surprised it would be a defensive battle. I kind of would have figured that they would be teeing off on each other, doing with what they do best, but I love defensive football, so this is fun.
Yeah.
Preston Knights are in 2x2. Quarterback 8 drops back, throws the ball to number 3 in the flats, and he's tackled for an 8-yard gain. Good pitch and catch by Aiden Schmidl. Pass made by Dylan Taylor. Looks like Aiden Schmidl is only a freshman out there making a big-time catch in a varsity football game. It's always exciting whenever you get a young guy out there starting on varsity and is able to go out there and make some plays.
Yeah, Preston's seeming to have a lot of young players.
Absolutely. All right, we're back in their 2x2 pistol formation for the Knights. Quarterback number 8 drops back to pass. He throws it deep, and it's almost intercepted by, let's see, who is this? Number 24, Cam Togans. Big Cam, freshman, starting on varsity as well for the Washington Patriots. Almost came up with an interception. Great headsy play by the freshman safety there. Did you have an opportunity to play against Cam as well?
Yeah, I played as Cam as well. He was actually one of the only person that intercepted me in middle school.
Oh, really? Looks like not a lot has changed for young Cam. He is a ball hawk. All right, we have a quarterback dive by number 8 for the Knights, and he is stopped immediately for a 3-yard loss. About 4th and 5. It looks like the punt crew is coming out for the Knights. All right, we also want to thank our sponsors again. We have today's title sponsor, Catro Law, VWF Post 3325, offering a college scholarship if you win the essay contest. Topic of the essay is, why is a military veteran important? Oh, and I'm sorry, the Patriots almost fumbled away the punt, but they were able to jump on the ball and secure it, starting at the 31-yard line. HG's Barbecue, Soul Food and Catering, Neil Powell at Down Home Insurance, Quintez McDonald Gibson with Integrity Home Mortgage, Quality Lawn Care, L&L Handyman Services, Mr. Money Marr Training himself, Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty, Shelton Tree Services for all of your tree removal needs, Our Handyman Service, and we have 7 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half. It's again Washington Patriots starting on their 31. And it looks like the Knights have they're throwing the ball, throwing it just overthrown to number 32. It looks like the Knights have really tried to transition their defense. Everything is stacked up.
Yeah, I can tell.
They're really trying to stop the run of the Patriots and forcing their quarterback to make good throws, as it looks like they're running man coverage across anybody who's leaving out of the backfield or tight ends. Now, I saw a similar style of defense played when Bridgeport is also a single wing team here in West Virginia, and they are the grandfather of single wing. Like I said, my grandpa played for that team, and they ran the single wing way back when he was there too. So, looking kind of with what Washington is trying to emulate, they are trying to take that blueprint that Bridgeport has done,
right,
and try to bring that culture here into Jefferson County, here at Charlestown. But with one of the things that the Martinsburg defense did, the Martinsburg Bulldogs, whenever they played Bridgeport last year in the playoffs, in the third round of the playoffs, they stacked up the line just the same way the Knights are doing, and they didn't even have a safety in the back.
Really?
They ran a 6-5 defense effectively.
Wow.
Okay, we got pressure against the quarterback. He's trying to get out of there, but was brought down swiftly by a host of Knight defenders.
Tough loss on third down.
Yeah, backs them way up. And now they're in punt territory again with Mr. Kojo going out there to boot the ball. No, with what a lot of teams are trying to do now against a single wing is saying, hey, I'm going to force you to beat my guys with your quarterback. I'm going to get you out of running the ball, which is what you're really good at, and force you to throw the ball.
Yeah.
So we saw that blueprint of the defense with Martinsburg versus Bridgeport last year, and they held Bridgeport scoreless, which was first time in a very long time that Bridgeport had not scored a touchdown.
Wow. Fumbled snap.
Oh, the snap was over the punter's head. It was kicked out the back of the end zone for a safety.
Smart move, though, by Kojo not to take a safety over a touchdown.
Did not want to give up a touchdown there. Very heads-up play by Kojo. Unfortunately, that snap was just out of his grasp and above his head. All right. Washington football team is coming back out to kick off again. And now the score is 9-0 for the Preston Knights. It's about 6 minutes left in the first half. And we will get to see the Knights on a kick return tonight. Looks like we have number 11, Slayton Manco is a freshman, deep. We have number 8, Dylan Taylor, deep. And number 30, Aiden Swain, deep. I watched number 11 for the Knights warming up, Slayton Manco. Looks like he's a backup quarterback for this team.
Oh.
This kid can sling it.
Really?
In warm-ups, he was putting the ball everywhere, and that has to be very promising for the Preston Knights, knowing that they have a fantastic second-string quarterback and a young freshman like that who appears to have a good grasp of the offense and can just sling the rock.
Yeah.
Ball is fielded by number 8, returning up the middle, and he's met by Washington Patriots. Big tackle down at the 44-yard line. All right, so do you have any rituals or superstitions leading into football games?
No, I'm not that type of guy. I'm usually pretty relaxed, ready to go into the football game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always had a T-shirt that I had to wear before every Friday night game.
Yeah.
So I had a cut-off Steelers T-shirt. I'm a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan, and always had to wear my security blanket every game.
Yeah.
Okay, the Knights are cutting now, cutting the defensive line. It looks like we might have a penalty. Holding against the Knights. It's going to back them up 10 yards. It'll be 1st and 20. Now on the 34. But yeah, I'd always had the same undershirt that I had to wear underneath of my shoulder pads every game, and I was the opposite of cool, calm, and collected, I would tell you.
Yeah. I'm a pretty big music guy, so I just like to listen to music before the game. That's really all I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any particular artist that you like to vibe out to before the game?
Not really in particular. I just put the playlist on shuffle, let it go.
Whatever's there?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. All right, Preston's dropping back to pass. Number 8 throws it to 20. He has room to run. Makes up a good chunk of that holding penalty. We are still 2nd and long here, about 2nd and 16, give or take. But getting a big chunk like that back definitely helps, getting you closer to being able to play within the sticks.
Yeah.
First downs turn into touchdowns is what I was always been told.
I like that.
Yeah. Got to keep moving the sticks so we can get into the end zone. All right, Preston's in 2-by-2 pistol formation. We get a little bit of blitz pressure from the Patriots. 8 dips out of the pocket, gets out to the sideline, and they will be 3rd and 9 now. It's a good heads-up play by the Knights quarterback of evading the pressure and dipping his shoulder and running, doing what he's good at, it appears. That's the other hard thing about defending against a spread, especially when you have a mobile quarterback.
Right.
You get that entire defense spread out across the whole football field, and if this young man sees backs of defenders, he's told to take off.
Yeah, he's taking off every time.
That's what every quarterback is coached to who can run. If you see the backs of the defenders, take off.
Yeah.
And we're throwing the ball deep to the solo receiver. Oh, we got laundry on the turf. We will find out what the flag is. Possibly pass interference. It's in that vicinity. But we will find out. If that's pass interference, that is a huge penalty, which will result in a first down for the Knights. Pass interference against Washington.
Wow.
That's a 15-yard penalty. They were 3rd and 9. Now it looks like they just secured the first down. It's another thing that will absolutely kill your team when you're in a close, hard-fought battle, giving up big penalties like that.
Yeah.
We have 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Preston is marching now on Washington's 41-yard line, trying to get another score here before halftime. Let's see if Washington can answer, maybe get an interception or a fumble. Preston drops back to pass, throws the ball to the flats to number 3 for another 5-yard gain. That number 3 is working the flats tonight. Aiden Schmidl, I'm a fan, young man. Keep up the good work. Only a freshman out there doing the thing.
Promising future for the Knights, football.
Absolutely. Bunch of young talent. I'm sure the coaches over there, I'm looking down their high school roster. Very young. Bunch of 9th graders, 10th graders. Not as many seniors as you would expect. So
right.
that I'm telling you, this is going to bode well for the Knights as they continue here over the next handful of years. All right, we are 3 receiver sides to the boundary, which is to the right. Looks like Washington's bringing the pressure. Quarterback steps up. He's met immediately in the backfield for a sack. Who got it? Is that Kojo?
Big Kojo.
Big Kojo. The young man is all over the place tonight. Another big tackle by the big guy. So the Patriots were not hiding that pressure. They started walking down their backers immediately. They said, hey, we're bringing 5. We are coming with the funk. All right. We have timeout on the field by the Knights. They are 3rd and long, trying to figure out what their next play is going to be, if they can get back in front of the sticks or if they're going to take a shot here with 3 minutes left in the first half. And we are going to commercial. We'll be back here in a few minutes.
Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
And we are back live here at the beautiful home of the Washington Patriots in Charlestown, West Virginia of Jefferson County. Washington Patriots are trailing 9-0 for their homecoming game, trying to get back on the right track and gain some positive momentum for their offense here as we tick down with 3 minutes left in the first half. All right. Knights are in a 3-by-1 set. Tight end stays in the block. Quarterback drops back, throws a screen to number 7. He is rolling, running down the left sideline to the 20, to the 10, and knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Heck of a play, but it looks like it might be coming back. We have laundry on the field at the 37-yard line. That's usually either lineman downfield or a holding. holding against the Knights. Ball is coming back. That was a beautifully designed screen play.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, the Knights held there, and that ball is coming back down. So we will be 3rd and long. Got 2 sticks to get to the first down, and we will see what happens with these young guys.
Man, just reiterating back to what you said, those penalties are crucial in these games.
Absolutely. Close games, you can't have these penalties when you're trying to score, trying to break the game open, and then you just, you hurt yourself. You stub your toe.
Yeah.
Stub your toe on the side of your nightstand. All right, we're in a 2-by-2 set, pistol formation for the Preston Knights. We are throwing the ball. Looks like we have, quarterback keeps it up the middle. He's rolling, running through tacklers, picks up a big chunk of that penalty. They'll be 4th and about 9, maybe 8, with 2.5 minutes left. Clock is running. 4th down and 9 for the Preston Knights as they walk up to the ball, and we have a timeout by the Washington Patriots to preserve a little bit of time here for them to try to get on the board before the half. Good heads-up play by Coach Simpson calling a timeout there.
Yeah, stopping the clock.
Absolutely. You give your team an opportunity now. If you get the ball back here, you got 2 minutes to work with. We practice this. I'm sure they practice this. You have a 2-minute drill.
Yep.
Get your 2-minute offense out on the field and work the ball down the field and get in the end zone.
Yeah.
If you get in the end zone here, then you're only down by a couple of points, depending on if you go for a 2-point conversion or a 1, and you're right back in this ball game. Looks like Preston might go for it here, which is number 1 is walking back. He's their punter. They are going to punt. That's a great call. Going for it here in a tight football game in the first half is not smart, especially if nothing happens, then the opposing team or the Patriots will start with the ball there at the 40, and you definitely don't want that. So try to pin them back. And we'll see if their punter can get off a better kick this time, and if JoJo Vrobel, who's deep, can get his hands on the ball. And when he has the ball in his hands, he runs track, so he could break it.
Almost perfect.
Oh, good coverage by the Knights. They pinned him down inside of the 5-yard line. There was nothing there for anybody to get a return off. So Washington's going to start with the ball on their 5-yard line, trying to march out with about 2 minutes left. We'll see with what they can draw up here.
If I was Preston here, I'll definitely be watching for the trick plays.
Absolutely.
Any kind of misdirections, tight end slipping through, I'll definitely watch for those.
Yeah, you don't want to give up anything trick play, anything deep, especially when you've knotted them up all first half. But it'd be a good opportunity here for Washington to try to catch them off guard.
Yeah.
It's like we just have a run play up the middle, still going, and tackled for no gain. Not sure how that guy squeezed out of all those tacklers. Yeah. Got slippy, as Bear Grylls would say. Shout out to Bear Grylls. My dad, not a fan of Bear Grylls, says he stays at Holiday Inn. I love Bear Grylls. I feel like I could survive anything watching all of his TV shows. Drop me anywhere. I'm good. All right, we have a run to the left by the Washington Patriots and got up the sideline a little bit for about a yard gain. Chewing up that clock. Most important thing for them here, probably just keep that ball in bounds and let that clock roll.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like they stopped the clock. Guess he ran out of bounds there. Not ideal. Trying to get out of half here without any damage.
Yeah.
All right, so there was no trick plays how we thought there might have been.
All right.
But that's okay. sometimes when you're backed up on your goal line, you get a little bit nervous. You're just trying to get off of that pressure.
Yeah, especially with a minute left till half. It's just smart to just run the ball, try and punt it before the half.
Yeah, try to get that first down, and let's get into half and make some adjustments.
Yeah.
I will say that is one thing that this coaching staff is good at. Coach Simpson, Coach Eddy, Coach Hogben, Coach Ledbetter, and Bradbury, as well as Coach Bailey and Coach Nightingale. All those guys, they work really well together to try to figure out, how they can make corrections and make adjustments offensively and defensively. So when they come out at half, that they can continue to put points up on the board, but also stop the opposing team's offense.
Yeah.
It's like we have a toss out to the quarterback. He's met on a very short gain, maybe a 3-4 yards. Good hard run by JoJo.
Timeout by the Knights.
Heads up play by the Knights. Try to get the ball back, maybe with short field. Depending on how good of a kick this punt is, might have an opportunity to return it as well. But giving your team a minute, and you've shown that you can score on a quick play, like how they did with that jet sweep, which I'm a little surprised they haven't come back to that at all this entire half. That was their most explosive play that they ran and scored them a touchdown, but they've not come back to it yet. I'd be interested to see if they do try to do that to get a score, or if they try to use that similar motion and run a quarterback counter opposite, since their quarterback has some wheels.
Yeah.
All right, number 20 is Deep Riley Land, the junior. See what happens here with this punt by my guy, Kojo. All right, we got number 20 deep, ready for the return. See what Mr. Riley Land can do with the ball, or if we get good coverage by the Patriots. He has the ball and room to return, makes the first guy miss, running down the right sideline down to the 30 and tackled immediately by 3 Patriot defenders. Pretty good return.
Great return. That's just what they needed.
Yep, 20 yards, tilts the field. You have about a minute left in the first half and an opportunity to try to score. With them having the ball there on the right hash, you might look for them to try to attack the field, which would be on the left side.
Yeah, perfect,
offensive left.
Perfect time for this jet sweep.
Yeah, see if that offensive coordinator was listening to our live stream. All right, 2-by-2 set. Quarterback dropping back to pass. Throws the ball on a hitch to number 20, and it's incomplete. Defended by JoJo Vrobel. I would say JoJo's probably one of their better corners on this football team. I believe he's a senior, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I believe so.
Double check. JoJo is a senior. Very fast, very athletic, very physical. Probably not the matchup I'm throwing at if I'm the quarterback. Probably try to put that ball somewhere else.
Yeah, away from him.
But also you got to watch out for that young man Cam back there in the backfield. Mr. Ballhawk himself.
Mr. Cam.
He is eyeing down the quarterback, sitting right over top of the football, just waiting to see where it goes. If Cam gets the ball in his hands, that could be a problem too. That young man can tilt the field.
He can.
Quarterback's rolling. Slings it out of there like Patrick Mahomes. Okay, young number 8.
A little sidearm action.
Yeah, little dangerous there, especially when you got all those defenders, man. That they can take that ball, and that's pick 6 territory. There's no other offensive player there to stop them.
Yeah, I probably should have thrown that ball away there.
Yes, or just eat it.
Yeah, honestly.
Absolutely. Yeah, we can't always try to make those throws like that, especially at this level. It's It's risky business in a tight football game. All right. Cam Togan sitting right in the middle of that defense, getting into his back pedal, eyes on the quarterback. Quarterback pump fakes, throws it over the middle, and it's defended by number 7, DJ Smith, their outside linebacker. All right, they got another shot. There's 38 seconds left in the half. We are 4th and 10. Let's see what play. Looks like they've been trying to get them on double move plays, double move routes.
Yeah.
Little wheel routes, hitch and goes, things like that, out and ups.
Yeah, all those.
Trying to get this defense to bite. Their best bet just to sit back in coverage, let them make their first move, and then react.
Yeah.
All right, we got a 2x2 set again. Young man Cam sitting right in the middle of that defense, eyeing down the quarterback. He drops back to pass, throws it out to the flats to number 11. Tackled immediately. Good open field tackle by the defensive back there. And we have a first down for your Washington Patriots. 32 seconds left in the half. Let's see what play Coach Simpson is drawing up, see if we can get into the end zone for the Patriots coming into halftime. All right, and for halftime, we will immediately roll into a commercial. Want to thank all of our viewers for tuning in tonight, and thank you for all the support in Jefferson County for all of our sponsors, all of our parents, and all of the football players. Good run up the middle. Clock is running. Timeout is called. First down. First down, Patriots by Dominic DiGnazio. We've not called his name a lot tonight. That was a heck of a run. Actually, timeout was not called. The clock is rolling. 20 seconds left. Do we have any more timeouts left? Pitch to the tailback out the backfield, number 32. He's running down the sidelines and tackled out of bounds with 9 seconds left in the half. Heck of a play. What that team does, they run that ball up to the sniffer back. Sniffer back turns and pitches it to the outside back who's flaring towards the sideline. That is a difficult pass or a difficult play to defense against.
Right.
Get that running back with a full head of steam, and he's running downhill. All right, looks like we got a little bit of a spread formation, empty backfield. Last time Patriots did this, the ball was poorly snapped, but it's well snapped now. 32's back to throw the ball, throws it, and it's almost intercepted by the Knights. Ball came out of there. Looks like it may have slipped out of the young man's hands, Camden Pritt. Believe he was trying to throw the corner route to, believe it was number 3, Rodrigo Delgado. But he was trying to link up there on a corner route, aiming towards the front pylon of the end zone. But unfortunately, like I said, I believe that ball slipped out of his hands. It's tough, especially on nights like this when it starts to chill and get cold and the dew sets in and the football gets a little slick.
Yeah, I hate those. Oh.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, we're empty again for the Patriots. We got 5-man pressure by the Knights. Throws the ball down the middle and intercepted by the Patriots just as time runs out into the half. Good try. Washington goes into halftime trailing 0-9. See what adjustments they can make. Thank you again, everybody tuning in, and we are at halftime.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
Good evening, Patriot Nation. We proudly present your 2022 Marching Patriots. The Washington High School and Marching Patriots are led by Director of Band Lisa Hazlett, Assistant Director Dan Jeffrey, Color Guard Instructor Anna Lynch, and Percussion Instructor Anthony Stoika. The band is led on the field by drum majors Amelia Gargaris and Benjamin Maltreider. Our senior trumpet soloist tonight is Eric Brady. Our music tonight celebrates the story of Guinevere, Merlin, King Arthur, and Sir Lancelot. We hope you enjoy our show in progress written by Gary Gilroy and Sean White, with percussion edits by Anthony Stoika. Here is our 2022 halftime show, Camelot.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And welcome back, Jefferson County, to our broadcast with Home Team Sports TV. We are at the beautiful Charlestown facility for the Washington Patriots as they host the Preston Knights. They are trailing 0-9 in the start of the second half, and we will be getting the second half kickoff here in just a few minutes now. Want to again thank our sponsors. Today's title sponsor being Catro Law, VWF Post 3325, offering a college scholarship if you win the essay contest. Topic of that essay is, why is a military veteran important? HG's Barbecue Soul Food and Catering. Football season is here. Instead of handling the tailgate yourself, let HG's Barbecue Soul Food and Catering do the work. We are currently running a game day specials. Book today. Neil Powell with Down Home Insurance. Stay in the game with Neil for all of your insurance needs. Quintez McDonald Gibson with Integrity Home Mortgage, Quality Lawn Care, L&L Handyman Services, Money Mar Training, Catro Law, Cheryl Yates Realty at ERA Realty, Shelton Tree Service, Our Handyman Service, and as we're wrapping up our halftime show, sponsor myself, Neil Powell with Down Home Insurance. Want to thank everybody again for who's here in the stands and who's tuning in on your televisions. All right, Jaden. So what do you think are some adjustments that teams are going to be looking at coming out of half?
For the Knights on offense, I mean, they really haven't had too many. They haven't really been like breaking the defense down. They just had a quick score in the first quarter and then a safety. So, I feel like just keep up the defense. Just stay with the game plan. Stick to what they were going with. Just stick to what they were going with in the first half.
I agree. I think defensively they have a solid game plan. They're stacking the box. They're daring the quarterback to make good throws. And offensively, outside of those big hit plays, they really haven't been able to sustain or put together decent drives. So I would look for the Knights to come out at halftime, get a stop on defense. Once again, going back to what my high school coach football told me, this is the second most important drive of the football game. They can come out here and get a stop on defense and then sustain some drives and get another score. That completely takes the air out of this Washington football team.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, if I'm Washington, I'm going to get this kickoff return. If I can't break it for a touchdown, which they're close, they have speed in their third line and that deep returning line, to just go back to the game plan, get good blocks. I think that's the biggest thing with what they're missing right now is getting the right block and the running back running to the correct hole.
Yeah.
When they're bouncing it instead of just getting skinny and getting up in it, putting their foot in the dirt and getting north and south, or when they're not bouncing it when they should be. Just
right.
reading your blocking backs.
Yeah.
I had a thing that I always told my youth football team. I was like, run off of your blocker's back. You always run off of that blocker's back because that's the correct spot to be.
Yeah.
If you're running in front of them, you're running right into a tackle.
Yeah. Let the defender make the decision first, and then you read off the defender.
Absolutely. So you got to show a little bit of patience, put your foot in the turf, and get north and south ASAP.
Yep.
If you're running sideline to sideline, you're falling into what the defense wants, and you're running 20 yards and gaining nothing.
All right.
I'm excited to see who all gets the ball here in the second half for this Washington Patriots offense. Who can give them a spark? Is it going to be Rodrigo? Is it going to be JoJo? Or is it going to be one of the kids that we haven't really seen a lot out of yet? Is it with what Coach Simpson said in leading up into this game that he's going to get Trevon Ledbetter a little bit of touches, number 27?
Yeah.
Is Cameron Togans going to be able to make a big play on defense and flip the field and score possibly on defense? These are all real possibilities as they continue to play together as a unit. But it's going to start with this kickoff return, and we'll find out here shortly with what they can do. I apologize. I did say that the Washington Patriots were getting the ball. Actually, the Preston Knights are getting the ball. Patriots started with the football. So it's up to Washington here to get a big stop on defense, force them to take their momentum away and potentially score. So we'll see. Washington Patriots football has been playing good defense all night tonight. They haven't really given up much outside of the big play. So we can see if they can eliminate the big play and continue to playing stout defense as they have been. Look for them to lean heavily on their defensive line and that stingy secondary play. Heck of a kick by Kojo into the end zone for a touchback. Preston Knights will start with the ball on their 20 as we kick off the second half of the homecoming football game for your Washington Patriots. I would say watching this team so far, Preston has really tried to throw the ball a lot. Doesn't seem like they have a lot of confidence in their run game for the few runs that they have ran. Most of it has been drop back passing and then number 8 scrambling out of the pocket as he needed to.
Yeah.
All right, we are in a trips 3x1 set. Trips to the left. We have a sweep play to number 27, and he's met by defenders, tackled for no gain on the play. And that just may be the issue. Maybe Preston doesn't feel very confident in their running game, and they're trying to throw the ball to loosen up this defense that's bringing 5- and 6-man pressure.
Yeah.
Washington's 3 down linemen for their defense are some big dudes. Brock Meadows, Jaden McCartney, and Zach Wharton. They are some space heaters, as one of my coaches used to say. All right, we got another pass to the flats to number 7. He's running up the right sideline, breaks the tackle, runs over another defender for a big gain and a first down. Ball all the way down to the 39 as he's tackled out of bounds. Heck of a catch and run by number 7. Ethan Likens. Have not called his name, but one other time today. Only a sophomore. Big kid for a sophomore.
Kid, yeah.
Big dude. All right, we got a split backfield, 2 backs in the backfield, little 20 personnel for those football fans. Hand off to 27 with the lead block. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, but looks like we got a flag on the field. Washington's calling that they have the ball, but I believe they called the runner down. It looks like that flag is going to be in the vicinity of holding.
Yeah.
Washington trying to say they pulled the ball out, but I'm pretty sure they called the ball dead, and then the ball was given up at that point.
Yeah, a lot of holding penalties in this game so far.
Man, you would not expect that this late in the season. You would hope that your team has gotten through some of its growing pains.
Yeah.
But once again, with Preston being a very young team, you know, you expect a certain level of penalties and mistakes to happen. But trying to mitigate those is going to help you out in the long run. All right, we are empty backfield. Number 8, we have a jet motion. Number 11 on the jet sweep. He's running, slicing through defenders. Big run. About a 10-yard gain on that run. Coming back to that jet sweep as we talked about before half. That's been their most explosive play that they've ran so far. And I would expect to probably see that a little bit more.
I agree.
Now, they're doing it a different way as some of the other teams have adopted. They're actually handing that ball off instead of tapping it, tossing it. Because if that receiver drops the ball when it's tossed to him like that, going forward, it's a forward pass, which is incomplete. If they hand it off and he fumbles it, it's actually a fumble. So a lot of teams have adopted just tossing it to the receiver. We have a pass by number 8. Number 3 tried to run before he caught it. Tough for a young man. Aiden Schmidl, I'm still a fan of yours. Only a freshman, out there trying to do his best. Most important thing with what we tell all of our receivers, catch that ball, look it in, and then start to run upfield. But he made a small error, but let's see if he can bounce back and recover off of that. All right, we are third and 12 for the Preston Knights on their own 36-yard line. They are in a bunch trips right receiver set. Run a tight end flare, and he got smoked in the backfield. Big boy hit by number 41, Chase Crutchley. And you know as well as I do, throwing the ball behind the tailback, running a flare out the backfield like that, swing route.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
Very.
If he doesn't catch it, it's a fumble.
Yeah.
It's not an incomplete.
Right.
And you also hang your receiver out to dry because you didn't block that guy coming off the edge clean.
Yeah.
Big punt, high spiral. Patriots are going to let that bounce, and the ball is downed at the Patriots' 37-yard line. Great first series for the Washington Patriots, getting a big stop, getting pressure on the quarterback, forcing them into making some mistakes with their holding. All of our offensive line coaches out there, holdings occur when we what? Move our feet. Move your feet. All right, Patriots come out in their standard single wing offense. Sniffer's a little bit wide towards our side. They ran a fake toss right up the middle for about an 8-yard gain for Rodrigo Delgado. He was one of the names that we were talking about at halftime that I was hoping he would get some more calls, some more touches. Rodrigo is a dynamic athlete. When the ball's in his hands, he can break that thing for a touchdown at any time.
Yeah, shout out Rodrigo. I've known him since Pee Wee football. We played on the Bears together. Really good kid.
Shout out JCYFL football for Jefferson County Youth Football League and all the things that those coaches over there are doing for our youth. You guys and gals are phenomenal for our community, and everything with what you're doing is just helping these generations grow into the next level as they come into high school. So thank you again, JCYFL and all of the Eastern Panhandle Youth Football League organization. All right, looks like we had a run up the middle by the quarterback, another flag on the play. Appears to be in holding. Going to walk off 10 yards, and it'll be second and long, second and about 11 for the Washington Patriots. Back to your point from earlier, holding penalties absolutely killing these offensive drives, making it very difficult.
Yeah, man.
Apologize, it's second and 9 for the Washington Patriots. All right, let's see what we can get going here. Looks like we have another toss sweep to number 32 as he hits the sideline, runs through tacklers, picks up a huge run for 15 yards and a first down for your Washington Patriots. Very good and solid run by Camden Pritt. Good run, Camden. Once again, Washington needs not to get too concerned. Stay with the game plan.
Yep.
Keep getting chunk plays like this, and you're eventually going to find the end zone. First downs turn into touchdowns, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, false start. The guard next to the right of the center fell out of his stance. He actually put his second hand down as the snap was about ready to occur. It's tough for some of those big guys to get down and get balanced. It is one of the things that they work on often, making sure that they are in a balanced formation so they don't fall forward or fall backwards.
Yeah.
All right, first and 15. We got a counter by number 43 as he runs up the middle of the field. Huge run, 14 yards, almost a first down by Grant Clark. Heck of a run, Grant. And once again, it looks like the Patriots are starting to find a little bit of a rhythm here.
Yeah.
They're finally starting to get into a flow. Their run plays are getting chunk plays right now. Keep up with the same play calling, and they're going to start hitting home.
Ooh.
Looks like a false start again.
Man.
Got to hold our water and try to eliminate these penalties that are taking you out of staying in front of the sticks and getting those first downs. I'm sure they're probably a little bit excited, getting a little bit of momentum, want to get out there and run that play, but you got to be patient, know the play, and run it on the snap count that you're told. All right, we got a middle run by Rodrigo Delgado. He is rumbling down to the 21-yard line. A feed the beast. Rodrigo is a man out there running the ball down the middle.
Getting Rodrigo incorporated into the offense is just what they needed right now.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. You know, we talked about that at halftime, that I was surprised that his number wasn't called more, but this young man's plug and play. He gets in there and he's doing it. Oh, we got a fumble. Patriots recovered their fumbled snap. Looks like he took his eyes off of the ball right as it was coming into his hands. Sometimes happens. Get ahead of ourselves. But fundamentals are key. Secure the snap and then go to your play. As we watch the single wing, a lot of times they will get these running backs out of the backfield moving left and right as that ball snapped, and they'll do a directional snap. See how they just did a directional snap to 3 instead of 2? And 32 on the pitch, running down the sideline. This appears to be a bread and butter play for this offense. They have been getting chunk yards this entire half with that little pitch out to the swinging tailback out the backfield. All right, we are 3rd and 5, 3rd and manageable. Want to try to get as close to a first down, if not a first down, as we can. I would expect Rodrigo to tote the rock here. Oh, we got a counter by number 43 running to the left. He has room to run. He's got the first down. He's met at the first down at the 10. He's rolling on the ground. Might have gotten him right in his thigh. That was a good hard tackle by the Knights defender there. We got a flag down. We have Laundry on the field, holding Washington Patriots offense, negating that first down run.
Man.
Perfectly timed counter call by the Patriots, but unfortunately that's going to be marked back 10 yards, and we're going to replay second, I believe. Well, it looks like we're 3rd down. All right, let's see what we can draw up here. Behind the sticks, 13 yards to a first. Rodrigo up the middle for a solid 3-yard run. Almost 4 yards.
Looks like the offense staying on the field right now here.
Yeah, they're 4th and 8, 4th and 9. 9 points down. I'm sure they're staying on the. It should be 3rd down because that holding, it was second. It was 2nd down. It should have been a replay of 2nd down.
Right.
I hope they're trying to get this sorted out on the field, but I don't know. I don't know if they're getting that adjustment. Yeah. All right, looks like they're playing on 4th down, 4th and 9. They are on the 20-yard line, and we get a timeout by the Washington Patriots. And we're going to go to a quick commercial break. Thank you all for tuning in. Be back soon. We welcome you back to Home Team Sports live footage of our Washington Patriots versus the Preston Knights homecoming football game. Friday night lights in the beautiful Charlestown, West Virginia. The scoreboard says 3rd and long, but the down marker says 4th and long. Believe we will roll with whatever the down marker says on the field. 4th and 9. Rodrigo, unfortunate timing there on the false start. Now we will be 4th and 14. on the 25-yard line. I'm not sure if they have a field goal unit. They might be running one out. But I believe Kojo can probably kick a field goal too.
Yeah.
Looks like we have Rodrigo is the placeholder. Kojo ready to kick some field goal to see if we can get some points on the board. Kicking it from the right hash. Kick is up. It appears to be no good. Just left of the upright. Unfortunately, we pushed the kick there, and it is no good. So the Knights will take over on their 25-yard line, heading out with 3 minutes and 55 seconds left in the third quarter. In a defensive battle. It looks like the Knights answered there on their on the Patriots' offensive series. A little bit of a bend but don't break defense.
Yeah. If you eliminate the Washington's offensive penalties, man, they're in the red zone with a good opportunity to score.
Absolutely, they were, and that just takes a lot of the wind out of their sails by not being able to convert and get points on the board, being in the red zone for so long, and just so many penalties knocking them out. Like we got 4-man pressure. Number 8 evades a would-be tackler, throws it on the run, but incomplete to number 27. Just slightly off target as he was on the run. What do your quarterback coaches teach you when you're on the run of how to deliver a good ball?
So, well, actually, shout out Tyson Bajan, Shepherd quarterback. He was really my first quarterback trainer. He taught me keep my shoulder pointed towards the receiver I'm throwing towards and make sure to get downhill.
Absolutely. And shout out to Tyson Bajan, the best D2 football player in the nation, and has a very good probability of continuing playing football at the next level in the NFL. Hometown hero.
Yeah, he's outstanding.
Oh, we have a fake pass to the trips receiver side by the quarterback, and he takes it up the middle for a QB draw. Gets about 3 yards on the run, and it'll be 3rd and long here for the Preston Knights. Tyson is an absolute joy to watch play quarterback. Has an incredible will to win, and the guys like the Michael Jordan of Shepherd. He's ridiculous.
Yeah, the way he's just poised in the pocket. He's just outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing to watch.
And he has a heck of a quarterback in his young brother Ezra, who's out of Martinsburg.
Martinsburg quarterback.
All right, we're throwing the ball to number 3. He makes a catch running down the sideline. He gets a block knocked out of bounds at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line. What a way to thread the needle by number 8. Put it right in number 3's hands over top of a would-be defender. Makes a guy miss, runs down the sideline for about a 17-yard pitching catch. Fantastic play. It's probably the Knights' second most explosive play of the evening. Just one of those things. It's tough. You got to be able to play that defender as he's running out on that out route into the flats. And if you miss, you would hope that you try to make the tackle, but it doesn't always work out like that.
Yeah.
All right, we're in 2-by-2 pistol formation, and we have an offsides by the Washington Patriots. Good hard count there by Dylan Taylor as he enticed Jada McCartney to jump offsides. And the Knights just cross over the 50-yard line, halfway field marker. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Let's see what play that they draw up here. Try to get another first down. They've been passing a lot. I would expect them to try to start jumping some of those routes that they're throwing to number 3. He's been the main target.
Yeah, lots of out routes from him.
Shout out to Aiden Schmittle. I'm a fan, Schmittle. Number 8 rolling out of the pocket, throws it deep out of bounds. Cameron Togans was en route to go intercept that ball. Once again, if that young man gets the ball in his hands, he is taking it to the crib. Probably a good decision just to throw it away by number 8.
Yeah, smart play from Taylor.
Yeah. Don't want to have any turnovers here when you have so much success on the offense. Want to try to get back into keeping those chains moving forward. All right, we are empty formation for the Knights. We have a jet motion. Jet sweep to number 11 again. Looked to be bottled up pretty well, but was able to squeak through there and get 3 yards on that jet sweep play. That's the 3rd jet sweep that they've ran to that young man. I would expect to continue to try to see them to work that in and maybe counter off of it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, number 8 has some wheels. You send that jet motion, you get the defense flowing one way and then try to counter back off of it. So hopefully whoever's playing contained flats on the backside of this Washington Patriots stays home and doesn't get drawn in on that play. All right, we have a inline tight end and offline tight end set formation.
Linebackers walking up.
Have a counter by 27. He breaks it outside, runs it down to a first down. Heck of a hard run by 27. Ethan Harper. It's one of their more successful runs of the night.
Yeah, the Knights are starting to break down Washington's defense a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like they're finding a little bit of ground there to be able to get in. Looks like we probably have 1 or 2 more plays before the 4th quarter. We're in 2-by-2. Tight. Looks like wing backs with their tight ends. Drops back to pass. Moves around the pocket. Finds the open 27 on the sideline. He's running down the sideline. Breaks the tackle and tackled at the 12-yard line. Great job back there by Taylor just to find some patience and wait for Harper to come open there across the middle as he's running towards that out route. 13 seconds left into the quarter. Looks like we will not get another play off, and we will hit a commercial break here in 5 seconds. Thank you all. Be back soon. And we are back live here with Home Team Sports, broadcasting to you live from the beautiful Washington Patriots football facility. As we start the 4th quarter, the Preston Knights are in scoring position. They have the ball on their 12-yard line and marching into the end zone now.
Yeah, this drive is crucial for Washington if they can stop them here.
Need a big stop by the Washington Patriots. No letdowns on defense here. Looks like they might be in a man coverage, bringing some pressure. 6-man pressure. Ball's out the back of the end zone. Incomplete pass. So a lot of times with what we'll see defenses do is that when you're in the red zone, they really like to run man. So getting some type of rub route, a natural rub, is going to be beneficial of trying to free up one of your receivers to be able to throw it in there. Yeah. Looks like the Knights offensive line is picking up all of the pressure which is coming, 5- and 6-man pressure. They're doing a really good job managing it. It's just getting the ball out to the receiver on target.
Yeah.
But I would expect more pressure by our Patriots as we attack. Oh, almost hits the quarterback.
Incomplete.
Ball almost complete as well. Dropped on the play. Number 70 came clean off the edge. Jaden McCartney, he almost got home to the quarterback. That would have been a monster hit, Jaden. And I don't think Taylor even saw him coming.
Yeah, backside.
Yeah. It's one of those oh no blocks, as we call. All right, looks like we got a 2x2 with a little bit of a tight end offline for the Knights. Drops back to pass. Throws it to 27 in the flat. Play is broken up. Good defensive play. See what the flag was. Looks like to be holding on the Knights. Another holding penalty. Really inopportune there.
Man.
So we're 3rd and 10. Let's see if they will. Oh. Tripping penalty actually called by on the Knights. Would it be 4th down?
Washington defensive line was doing a great job at getting pressure back to the quarterback, having him to roll out, causing the pocket to collapse.
Absolutely, they are. Looks like the Knights are opting to kick a field goal here. Washington rushed out their field goal blocking unit. Let's see if they can get home, lay out for a big play here to stop these 3 points to get on the board. Oh, they had pressure. They almost got home, but they forced a wide left kick. Great defensive effort by the Washington Patriots to ensure that there was no additional points scored. We are 11 minutes, 42 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Washington Patriots are still trailing 0-9.
Yeah, down 2 possessions. They need to get a score on the board here.
Have to get a score on the board. Quick score would be ideal. They've been running the ball hard. They might have an opportunity to pop a pass play over top of the defensive secondary. We will see what happens. Direct snap up the middle. Rodrigo Delgado takes off for 12 yards. Another hard run by that young man. Feed the beast. And the chains move. I believe Washington feels comfortable running up the middle. Seems like that the Knights have really been focusing on stopping those outside powers and sweeps and counters. And it appears as though that they have a soft spot in the middle of that defense that the Washington Patriots are exploiting.
Yeah.
And it looks like we got a counter to the wing back, and he's stopped for a loss. 5-yard loss by a host of Knights on that tackle. Washington is 2nd and 15 from their own 30-yard line. See what play they draw up here. Try to move these chains. It's like we have the pitch toss to number 32. Sweep on the right. Picks up about 7 yards on the play. He is now 3rd and about 7. So a little bit behind the chains here. Looks like at this time of the game they might consider to be in 4-down territory since they're 2 scores behind effectively. I would expect Washington to try to keep the pedal to the metal and try to get into the end zone. Rodrigo up the middle. Another hard run by that young man of about 4 yards, making them 4th and 3rd on their 41-yard line. I expect the offense to stay on the field. 4th down territory, they are going for it. See what play they have drawn up here. coming back out in their standard single, looking to get 3 yards and a first down. Snap was a little bit high. Rodrigo's running around, trying to make a play, completes it. I don't believe that was an eligible receiver.
Yeah, it didn't look like it.
That was a heck of a play by Rodrigo to try to get out of trouble. But I don't believe that was an eligible receiver who caught the ball. We'll probably get an illegal touching penalty.
Yeah.
Poor snaps when it counts, holding penalties when it counts, false starts when it counts, all of that stuff accumulates.
Yeah, just the little things. Washington needs to try and get together.
Absolutely. All right, they will be punting here. Or actually, I believe the defense is going to go out. I'm pretty sure that's loss of down.
Yeah, it should be a turnover.
Yeah, loss of down, turnover. It'll be Preston's ball in very good field position, sitting on the 37-yard line, going into the Washington Patriots end zone. We'll see if Preston is going to try to continue to run the ball or if they're going to sling it around a little bit more. All right, we have an empty formation by the Knights. Washington appears still to be in their 3-3 stack. We have jet motion, jet sweep by number 20. He's met by 2 defenders for no gain. It's like Washington's starting to sniff out that jet.
Yeah, they're catching on.
Yeah. Not sure if the Knights have a built-in counter to that, but looks as though Washington is anchored down on that jet play. Probably time to go off of that. Maybe a jet pass.
Yeah, something. A little play action.
Yeah, exactly. But solid defense by the Washington Patriots. They've been playing great defense all night tonight.
They have.
Just unfortunate they haven't been able to sync up offensively to get home there.
Yeah.
Drop back to pass, 5-man pressure, hit as he thrown, and incomplete just over the hands of number 3, Aiden Schmidl.
Again with the defensive line pressure coming from number 70.
And they're bringing that 5-man pressure there, and they were able to get home just as the quarterback was letting it out of his hands. And that's tough as a quarterback. You try to hang in the pocket as long as you can, but at some point you got to try to get that ball out there and into your playmaker's hands so they can try to make a play.
Absolutely.
All right, we are in empty formation again by the Knights. They've not had a lot of success out of this. Okay, here comes a jet. Fake the jet with the quarterback counter. And he's rumbling down this left sideline to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and tackled at the 1-yard line. As we called young Jaden Yates, that counter off of the jet motion. Looks like they were able to get that in there and ran off a huge play for the Preston Knights.
Man, number 8 back at it again, Dylan Taylor. He's been explosive all night.
Dylan Taylor, for me, is leading the way as player of the game. Assuming he continues to play the way he has, that young man has been a baller tonight. All right, looks like we are set up on the goal line. Quarterback goes under center and I formation. Everything is boxed down tight. Quarterback dive, keep, and it looks like he gets in, and they signal a touchdown. Preston scores. Number 8, Dylan Taylor with the quarterback sneak off of the center's behind. And that's always tough to defense.
Yeah.
And also, if you don't practice that, that's somewhat of a difficult play to be able to run because you're a shotgun team.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, you get up under center. We've seen even professional teams struggle with that center quarterback exchange.
Yep.
So shout out to the Knights for obviously practicing that and doing a good job getting into the end zone. Looks like that ball might have been blocked, and it comes up short for the extra point. So Preston is leading 15-0. Still only 2 scores out of this.
Yeah.
We have 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Washington could potentially put together 2 scoring drives and either go up or tie this football game.
Yeah.
So it is not all for lost. Washington Patriots still have a glimmer of hope. See if we can get it together on this kick return and or offensive drive and try to get some points up on the board here.
Preferably quickly.
Absolutely. I'd be interested to see if they come out in any more type of throwing formations. Washington actually went on a tear this preseason and went into a bunch of 7-on-7s. They were slinging the rock all over the place. They actually won the tournament that they entered into against, I believe, 8 or 10 schools.
Wow.
And they can throw it a little bit. So I'd be interested to see if they try to break out some of their deeper pages of their playbook and sling the ball around a little bit. All right, we have a pooch kick. All right, and it is recovered by the Washington Patriots on the 30. So what a lot of people forget is once that ball on a kickoff goes 10 yards, it's live.
Yeah.
It's anybody's ball. So you want to secure that football. Don't let it roll around on the turf.
Yeah.
All right. We want to once again thank all of the sponsors that we have here with Home Team Sports TV. Catro Law, which is our today's title sponsor. VWF Post 3325, HG's Barbecue Soul Food and Catering, Neil Powell at Down Home Insurance, Quintez McDonald Gibson at Integrity Home Mortgage, Quality Lawn Care. We have a pass by the Patriots, which was incomplete. Apologize for breaking up our sponsor role. L&L Handyman Services, Money Mar Training, Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty, Shelton Tree Service, and Our Handyman Service. Thank you all again for being amazing sponsors and everything with what you're doing to help give back to the communities here in the Eastern Panhandle and Jefferson counties. We really appreciate all of you. Thank you. All right, Patriots are back in their single wing. Looks like they're doing a toss pitch to number 32 down the right sideline. He's running, picks up 15 yards on the run. Looks like he's going to be called out of bounds just past the first down marker. Heck of a play. They come back to this play. It's been the bread and butter of their offense all night. That's just a very difficult play for this Preston Knights team to stop, it appears. I would expect to see a counter dive up the middle like they just ran there. Rodrigo Delgado on the carry for about 3 yards, almost 4. Good hard run by number 3. They might try to come back to a wing counter coming across the formation. Wing motion, fake counter to a pass. Got to get rid of the ball. Oh, intercepted by 27. He's running. He's down to the 15. Sorry, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Pick 6. Ethan Harper. Looks like Rodrigo was met with immediate pressure as soon as the ball was snapped, and he caught it. Tried to throw it to the back out of the backfield, and unfortunately was intercepted by the Preston Knights and returned for a touchdown. We do have a player down in the end zone. Looks like he was en route to try to make a tackle against Ethan Harper. We hope the young man is healthy and safe and that he is not injured and that he can hop back up here. And we're heading to a quick commercial break.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Come on, Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And welcome back, TV, YouTube, and Facebook land. We are back with you. Still have an injured player down on the football field. He's being attended to by the medical staff and coaches to make sure that he's okay. We are hoping and praying that he is fine and he's able to hop back up here quickly. But that last play with what just occurred, once again, pressure came immediately. Whenever you're a run-heavy team, teams are going to sell out blitz on you. A lot of the times they're bringing 6- and 7-man pressure, and it looks like they were able to get home on the quarterback who tried to throw the swing route to the back out of the backfield, and it was intercepted pretty quickly by Ethan Harper, who was able to take that back to the touchdown. Ethan Harper actually dropped into coverage as a defensive end, so I'm not sure if they ran a stunt,
Right, yeah.
or what they were doing there, but they saw something where he you know what, he probably had the back out of the backfield as his flats responsibility, and he peeled as soon as he saw the back, and he was just in proper place. Yeah,
pivotal point for Washington, putting them down by 3 possessions.
Yep, now we're down by 3 touchdowns, 21-0. It's almost 7 minutes left in the ball game. Hope isn't completely out of the picture, but they have to really dial in on defense, maybe get a score on defense.
Yeah.
If they're able to do something like that, get a turnover and a score on defense, then they're right back in this football game, and it's only a 2 possession at that point. So if you're a coach on the sidelines, what are you telling your offense as they're about to come back out onto the football field?
So we just gotta pick it up, come 100%, just lay it all out, no matter what happens. Just leave the game knowing you played 100% to your best ability.
Absolutely. My football coach would tell me, pain is temporary, pride is forever.
Yep.
Go out there, play with pride. Put it all on the line, leave everything you got, empty your tank on the football field, and know that you did your very best. And our football player is up and standing. He's being walked off by the medical trainer and coaches. Looks like that is number 72 who went down on that play. Logan Comer. We certainly hope Logan is okay and that it's not a serious injury. And a nice show of sportsmanship. The Preston football team walked out to tap Logan on the head as he was being walked off the football field.
Great sportsmanship.
Absolutely. All right, the Knights are in process to kick the PAT as soon as the injured football player is taken to the sidelines. And 7 minutes left in the ball game, down by 3 possessions. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Preston leads 22-0 on your Washington football team. As Jaden was saying prior to this, the conversation from the coaching staff more than likely is just to sell out on these last 7 minutes. Everything you got, empty the tank.
Yep.
Play with pride. Play for your brothers that are standing next to you, and go out there and make a good showing. You have an opportunity to return this kickoff. If it's a short kick, maybe a pooch kick again, you might find a wiggle room and bust it for a touchdown, or at least put you in good field position. They may not kick it deep because they want to keep it out of the hands of the 3 return men that are in the backfield there.
Yep.
Trayvon, JoJo, and Rodrigo, which are all dynamic and can just take off whenever they get the football. All right, is a returnable kick, but a pooch kick, and Washington scoops it up. Oh, Preston, there actually recovers. Preston recovers the kick.
Wow.
It was kicked right over top of the front line of the Washington Patriots. They were not able to jump on the ball, and the Preston Knights were able to recover. They are marching now on the 38-yard line. That is a dagger to this Washington Patriots football team.
Man.
We both kind of figured they were going to do a pooch kick. You know, you didn't want to kick it deep to those dangerous return men, but it looks like the second line of that Washington return team didn't really try to run up and field that kick, unfortunately.
They were sitting pretty far back.
Yeah. All right, we are in 20 personnel for the Preston Knights. That's 2 running backs in the backfield with their quarterback on either side. They are running looks like a dive play up the middle. Good hard run by 27. Ethan Harper for a 9-yard carry. And I would expect the Preston Knights to continue this and run down the clock as much as they can. I don't believe they're trying to put up an embarrassing amount of points on the Washington Patriots, but I do expect the Knights to continue running and milking this clock down as much as they can. It makes you wonder if they're finding success running out of the 20 personnel with that side by side, that spread look. Where was that earlier in the game?
Yeah, right.
Number 8 keeps on a design quarterback pull. He gets dragged down for a 8-yard loss by the Patriots defense. Way to keep fighting and staying in the fight, Washington Patriots. This game is far from over. Keep playing for your brothers and finish strong. We have a timeout by Washington. 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. Coming to regroup. Now that we're at 3rd and long, you get a stop here. You get the ball back. You have an opportunity to score and keep fighting to stay in this game.
Yeah.
It's like we have Coach Hogben and Coach Ledbetter out on the field talking to that defense, trying to get them fired up so they can complete and get the Knights off of the football field so they can try to get the ball back in short order. And those 2 coaches have been around forever. Coach Hogben and Coach Ledbetter started in the youth ranks with JCYFL. Tons of kids have gone through their hands and through their tutelage and coaching, and it's something to be said about guys that continue to give back to the community and continue to coach as our youth ages and gets into the high school level. All right, we are in a trips formation, fake handoff, play action, quarterback's rolling, trying to find number 7, and he's met in the backfield. Huge hit Big hit by the Patriots. I don't believe he got out of bounds. Number 7 was let out to dry a little bit by his quarterback. Out there in the flats is a dangerous place to live when that ball's floating and hanging out in the air.
Yeah, man.
Those are one of those things after the game or in the huddle. I'm going back to my quarterback saying, "Hey, man, you can't do that anymore." All right, the clock is stopped with just under 5 minutes to play. It's 4th and 13, 4th and 12 for the Knights on the 40-yard line for the Patriots. Patriots are hoping to get a stop here and get the ball back so they can try to get this ball into the end zone and stay in the fight.
Yeah, just a lot of penalties today from Washington's offense. I feel like if they could just eliminate even half of them, they could have been in better position to win this game.
I would agree wholeheartedly. I think if they eliminate half, then this score is 2 touchdowns to 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
You know, because they're in scoring position multiple times tonight, and just silly penalties gave the game away for them, unfortunately. It's a fantastic punt by number 1 for the Knights. Coffin corner kick, getting that ball out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Fantastic punt.
Yeah.
Special teams is often underrated and overlooked when it comes to the impact of a football game. But when you have punters that can kick the ball and pin an offense back, now you got to go the entire length of the football field, and it just makes it that much harder for you to score.
Yeah, special teams is definitely a vital part of the game. Even though you're not on the field for that long, definitely the shortest amount of time on the field. It's definitely vital to the game.
Absolutely, makes a huge difference. I mean, if you have a special teams that can pin an offense back, or if you have special teams that can score,
yeah,
it's a complete game changer.
It is.
All right, looks like the Knights are going to dial up a little bit of pressure here. We got an outside run to the offense left, met at the line of scrimmage for no gain. All right, clock is running, about 4.5 minutes left in the game. It's like we had a injured Washington player come off of the football field holding a shoulder and a replacement running in for him. Play call is in for the Patriots. And we'll see if they're bold enough to run that pitch toss sweep to number 32. Looks like they are. Oh, he almost met in the end zone. Dangerous. That's the reason why I said bold enough, because that's a dangerous play right there. It's worked for them here out in the field, but tossing that back into the end zone when you're on your goal line, that's scary.
Yeah.
All right, Washington's facing 3rd and long, 3.5 minutes left in the ball game. Want to thank again all of our sponsors this evening. VWF Post 3325, HG's Barbecue, Soul Food and Catering, Neil Powell at Down Home Insurance, Quintez McDonald Gibson with Integrity Home Mortgage, Quality Lawn Care, L&L Handyman Services, Money Mar Training, Catro Law, Cheryl Yates at ERA Realty, Shelton Tree Services, and our Handyman Service as well. Thank you all to all of our sponsors. We cannot do with what we do without you and your support and your love. Thank you to all of the community in the entire Eastern Panhandle, Jefferson counties, all of the local counties, all of the youth football organizations, all of the coaches. You guys are all amazing, and gals are all amazing. We truly value and appreciate everybody in these communities, and it takes a village. And thank you again for everything with what you do for us. the Patriots are opting to punt here, backed up almost into their end zone. Not a lot of room there. We'll see if Kojo is able to get that punt off without any issue. If they can get a good snap down. That was with what happened the last time they were backed up into their end zone on the opposite side of the field, where that ball was over Kojo's head, and it was then knocked out of bounds for a safety. So hopefully they can get it good snap, and we can get a good kick. Good snap is good. Punt is off. It's high, sky-high kick. Bounced out of bounds at the 36-yard line, 37-yard line. I would imagine Preston's going to come out and run the ball in that 20 personnel with the 2 running backs in the backfield. Nothing flashy.
Yeah.
Get up out of here with 1:45 left. Preston once again leading our Washington Patriots 22-0 for homecoming night out here in Charlestown, West Virginia. All right, we are talking through our player of the game selection. I believe that we're going to go with the number 8 quarterback for the Preston Knights as our player of the game. The young man balled out all night as the Knights take a knee to run the clock out. 8 balled out all night, was running the ball well, throwing the ball well, was able to extend plays and escape pressure with his feet, and just he was the most dynamic part of this entire Preston football team throughout the entire evening. Really stood out to us. Congratulations, Dylan Taylor, as being tonight's player of the game. Sir, you've earned it. Shout out to Aiden Schmidl, number 3 for the Preston Football Knights. You have a fan in Coach Neal over here. I'm going to be following your football career as you go through high school and see with what you can do out there in Preston. Great job tonight. Number 8 takes a knee again. 50 seconds left. They might have to take one more knee to run this clock out rather. It's a 40-second play clock after each whistle. Or they may just, one more knee, and then this will be the ball game. Thank you all again for tuning in, for all the fans who came out this evening. It was a packed house on the Washington football side for homecoming and the celebrations. Please be safe out there, everybody who is going to homecoming. Please be safe, be smart, don't do anything silly. Get home safe to your families who love you. And good game again for the Preston Knights. Looking for Washington to retool and bounce back next week for their next opponent and try to get back onto that win column. But Jaden, great job tonight.
Thank you.
And we're going to a quick commercial break. Thank you again.
Meet Cheryl Yates at ERA Liberty Realty. With over 30 years of experience, Cheryl provides each of her clients with the best level of customer service, along with helping families with the next phase of their life. The buying and selling process comes natural to Cheryl, as her understanding of the housing market allows her the ability to answer any questions that may arise. With offices in both Jefferson and Berkeley counties, she works hard to ensure the outcome you deserve. Cheryl is the key to selling or buying your home.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.
All right, we are welcome back with the Preston High football quarterback, Dylan Taylor. Hey, congratulations, Dylan, on being a player of the game tonight. We were thoroughly impressed with your ability to extend the play, get out of the pocket, evade danger, and deliver some phenomenal football throws. What do you key in as your success tonight to allow you to be able to be the dynamic quarterback with what you were?
It was a lot of film and studying for the team. I mean, we watched Martinsburg play against this team, and they would blitz in the outside linebackers a lot, and they did that against us. So that just gave me a chance to hit the slants and the out routes. So.
And we saw you were dotting them up on those quick outs. My new personal favorite player that I'm going to be watching, Aiden Schmidl, number 3.
Yep.
Aiden's only a freshman?
Yep.
That young man is a baller.
Mm-hmm.
So have you worked a lot with him in the offseason to develop that type of rapport and trust to being able to hit a freshman receiver as many times as you did tonight?
Yes, I did.
And what types of things were you guys doing? Were you doing 7-on-7s or just off-season stuff, or kind of how did you develop that rapport so fast?
We did a lot of 7-on-7s, and there was a lot of weight room and on the field right after lifting and just going through plays, routes, everything like that.
That's awesome, man. Well, hey, I'm excited to see you guys. It looks like you're a pretty young football team. You have a lot of freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, and I'm excited to watch you guys grow and continue your success as a football program. I know it's been a rough year so far this year, but looking forward to the future. Is there anything that you want to say? Anybody you want to shout out back home or your team?
Hi, Mom, hi, Dad. Yeah, hi, Mom, hi, Dad. My team, I'll always love them like brothers. Played a good game. That's all I got to say.
Hey, well, congratulations, man. You earned it. You were a baller tonight, and keep up the hard work. Like I said, I'm very excited to see what the Knights do here in the next few years.
Thank you.
Hey, good work. Thank you. All right, we're going to wrap up here, and thank you again. Live home team sports from Charlestown for the Washington Patriots versus the Preston Football Knights. Thank you again to all of our sponsors and to everybody tuning in. You all have a great night.
This is Quintez McDonald Gibson from Integrity Home Mortgage. Come join the winning team today.